Okay guys, so welcome to another video. In today's video, I'm going to show you how we replace the fog light in 2005 Renault Clio. Okay, so first things first, we'll go with the old fog light. So there it is, nice and mucky. They don't have the inner fender liner because that got cracked, twisted and ended up in the bin. First we'll find that. There it is. You can see it's been held on by zip ties on that left hand side. There's the bracket for it broke, the mounting tab. I've repaired that one. We'll get a better view from up here. So there we go, so we can see the bolt. One is in that side, and on this side, and the left hand side, it's snapped off. Hi guys, so as you can see, I've removed the old fog light, which is here. Looks nice and foggy, nice and watery in there. And what I've got to do, remove the cable tie job, zip ties that are holding on the actual bulb and its connector. Remove those. Once I've done that, we start to fill the new fog light. Hi guys, I'm having a few issues with my shotgun mic at the minute, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the phone. So, as you can see, I've removed the fog light from its holder. Nice and easy, simple, because I only had one bolt holding it in. So I had the broken tab on the old one. As you can see, it's still held in by cable ties, a bit of zip tie. So we've got to remove that. And once we've removed that, we can work at fitting the new fog light in its position there. So guys, now you can see, we've got the new fog light in its position. Looks a hell of a lot better. I will take the car to be washed after this. I've not washed it since I took it on a trip to Glasgow, so it is quite filthy, so you have to excuse that. But now I've got this sorted, I'll move you around onto the inside of the wheel arch and we'll see what I've got to do next. But as you can see, up there I just need to remove one more zip tie that was through the screw hole on that side. But now let's come over here. All we need to do is mark out, drill, put a screw through on that side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the old fog light, we get the position off it, we'll start drilling. So guys, got some good news. So what I've did, so you saw me, I drilled the hole in this piece of plastic. I've just threaded this screw through just a tiny bit with self-tapper. It's the one that was originally on this side. Yeah, so that's gone straight into the mount. So we're all good. So I drilled the hole in the right spot. So we need to find another bolt, screw, go in this hole, and then the fog light should be mounted as it was OEM. Brilliant stuff. So guys, what I've done here, you might appreciate, I've unbolted the horn from here, or one of, put that behind the wheel. Well, there it is. So all I'll do is I'm using non-standard hardware. I normally get little nubby bolts, but unfortunately, being a second-hand old car, I don't get privilege of having the OEM bolts. So what I had was zip ties and one non-standard bolt. So what I've done, taken the horn off right here, just so it's easier for me to drive this self-tapper in right down and get this mounted flush and square as it's supposed to be. So as we can see now guys, I have this mounted in completely now from the back, including my homemade tab, drilled, bolt through it, should hold steady. This side, self-tapper, I made sure the screw head wasn't bigger than the hole, obviously, otherwise it's going to come off. We can see that it's seated correctly.
You know, our tabs matching up here, like mounted correctly down here. So all that's left to do is make sure the connector's good in the bulb, tidy up this wiring connected as well, and see if we can get them to work. I'll catch you in a little while. So guys, here's the finished product. It's mounted in there pretty snugly. It's mounted how it should be. Looks nice and crystal clear. There's a little blemish up there, like I mentioned earlier, but this is a 2005 car. I bought it for £325 all in about a year ago. I've put 16,000 miles on it since, and it's only small issues like these that I decided to fix. I will get round to this bodywork and this cracked bumper eventually, but that'll come in a later video. And I think the point of these really is these cars, not many of them are left on the road compared to how many there were, but they're still a very popular car. So that's not an expensive car. If I can show you these tips and tricks and bring you on with the journey of me fixing these issues, then hopefully yourselves will be able to do that. Because I know it's not a very up and coming car, it's not a very exciting car. I mean, the 1.2 does sound a bit raspy, but most of the point, if you have these issues or you find yourself with a second-hand car, maybe it isn't a Clio, maybe it's not even French, maybe it's something else completely different, but you've got issues like this, like a broken fog light mount, like that, broken mount. Now, the one I got from the scrapyard had a little more meat to it, so I was able to repair it. So that's why this is now going in the bin. But if I can give you some inspiration on how to do it yourself, or even show you a method on how to do it yourself, then that's fine by me. That's what this is for. So I'll catch you on the next one, guys. Well, let's see if this works. So guys, as you can probably tell, it weren't as successful as we would have wanted to be with that. So what we're going to do now is we're going to check if there are any missing or blown fuses. And we're going to use the handy fuse guide as well. Hi guys, so after some further digging into the fog light issue, obviously bought this car second hand and whatnot, figured out that those fog lights are in there just for show. So you can see there, that's dynamic trim level, carbon fibre wrap not included, but on the indicator stalk we can see we've got our lights and then we have our fog lights, and the only symbol there is rear fog light. So that would mean the only power being sent to the front fogs, well, it's nothing, because we only have the rear fog stalk. So in order to get those front fogs to work, it looks like changing the stalk. Now, I'm not too fussed about that. I don't really think I need front fog lights, but the fog lights are on the car. They've obviously been put there for show, so the video remains unchanged on how to DIY fix your fog lights for under a tenner. So guys, if you think the video was worthwhile, please give it a like. If there's anything you think I could have done differently, also comment down below. And if you feel like it, consider subscribing and watching my other videos on simple DIY cheap fixes